Alright everyone, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be editing some NASCAR 2003 season tracks with a program called Sandbox. In order to do this, what we're going to do is copy one of the tracks that's already with the game, and then we'll edit that copy. So I need you to go into your NASCAR game folder, into the tracks, and go to, we're going to make a copy of Daytona. Right click it, copy, and paste. And we'll rename this. What I'm going to do with the track is rename or remodel turn 4 and make kind of a jump coming out right before where the pit area is. So I'm going to call this Daytona underscore turn 4 hump. And you'll want to also copy this title. The name of the folder needs to be the same as the names of inside. So we'll copy that. You can't have any spaces, so put an underscore if you choose to do that. We'll rename two files in here. First one's Daytona.dat, so we'll rename it to the adjustment here, also the cam file. Edit that as well. Okay. Now what we need you to do is you'll need to open up a program called WinMIP 2, and we're going to unpack the Daytona.dat file. Okay. So we'll go into Extras, Unpack. We'll go into Tracks, and we'll go into that new track we created, which is the copy. Here it is. Click that, click Open. This will take a moment here, it'll load. Okay, now we have inside the folder, we have this Unpack folder. What you'll need to do next is with WinMIP 2 as well, you'll go into Unpack, and you'll go into your Tracks folder and go all the way down to a folder called Shared. Take the shared.dat folder, open that up as well. Now while that's loading, we'll go into here, we'll go into that Shared folder. We're going to need to copy the Unpack files. So inside here you'll see the list. So we'll Control A, selects everything, Control C, copy, don't need WinMIP anymore. And then we'll go back to the Daytona track we created, Daytona turn 4 hump. And we'll place these new ones in here, paste, Control V. If there are any duplicates, you can say skip. So we'll skip these files. Okay. Now, inside this Unpack folder of the new track you're creating, in this case it's the turn 4 hump, we need to rename this PTF file. And I'm going to rename it the same as the others, Daytona underscore turn 4 hump. Click out of it. Okay, we'll go back. Okay, now you want to install a program called Sandbox. Once you'll need to right click if you've used it the first time using it, you'll need to right click and select properties and select compatibilities, and you'll need to set it to an earlier version of Windows. I've set it to XP and it works for me. You may need to set it to 95. Once that's set up, the program should open. Looks like this. You'll want to go into File, Open. You're going to want to open the, let's see here, Tracks. We're going to open the PTF file. So here we go. Here's the track folder. It's in Unpack, and there it is. Daytona turn 4 hump. And now if everything works correctly, this will just take a moment. Okay, perfect, it loaded. Now, when it loads for you the first time, it may look like this. So you'll just click on View, Draw World underneath. Okay, now to control, once you're in Sandbox, when you click the C, or when you tap the C key on your keyboard, that will move your cursor to, or that will move the screen to the middle of wherever your cursor was at. So I'm going to edit this pavement here in turn 4. And to zoom in, you click Z on your keyboard or X to zoom out. Okay, this is where the fun begins. So, if you click on segments of the track, these are segments You can see them listed here. I'll zoom out so you can see that. These are all segments of the track. So what I'm going to do is make kind of like a jump on turn 4, so it'll be a big mountain type looking object. So what I can do here is I'll right click over here and click we want to uncheck lock geography. Do that the same with the one next to it. Okay, the red marks are the pavement and the banking of the pavement and such. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click on view. I will click on camera view. This will be how we can, it's kind of like camera control master. You'll click on mode and do slew mode. We can move it around with our mouse. Right click makes you go forward. Normal click or left click makes you go backwards. So I'm going to check it out, and we'll I just want to get a view here of what this is gonna look like. So, and then I hit the space bar and that'll lock it in place for the purpose of our view. I'll also want to open up the heights view box. So this is a window that's split in half. Just move this one over, and this currently shows the banking of the segment you're selecting. So as you can see, this would be this large segment here. So now I'll select this. When it shows these dots, that's when you can edit those. So here's where the fun begins. Let's just kind of move a few things. This is going to be the back here. Oh yeah, check it out, baby. That'll really be fun. So let's just take a little look-see here. Press spacebar to resume. Whoops, went backwards. Look at this. This is going to be weird looking, huh? So as you can notice, that's where the jump is at. And you can see here, this is where it's the edit. The edit has been placed. So let's call that good enough editing for now, so that we have basically the idea. Now there is no undo function with this program, so you'll want to save periodically if you make a mistake. Tough toodles, that's really all I can say. So save periodically. So we will close out of this view, and I'm going to save this. Okay, so it's saving the PTF file. Once it's been saved, it can't be edited like I said before. Okay, now that's done, so we'll close out of this. Okay, now that we've saved the track, you'll want to also go into the track INI file and rename it so that you know which one is which. So we're gonna call this Daytona Turn 4 Hump. Okay, and then we'll click File, Save. What we need to do real quick is go into your Unpack folder. You'll need to copy the PTF file. So select Copy, and we'll put that in the root of the track folder. Put it right there. Okay, now it should work in the game, so we'll test that out and see what happens. Okay, let's try the track here. Just gonna make a quick lap around. Whoops. Cool. Check it out. Huh? See what happens. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Where are we at? Right in the grass. Oh, or the pavement. Boss-like, huh? Sweet. So that, my friends, is how you make adjustments to tracks with Sandbox. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a very happy landing.